I am going to tell you the best credit cards for bad credit, and I will help you get approved for these offers so you can build credit fast. So whether you have no credit, some credit, a little bad credit, or a whole lot of bad credit, in this video I'm going to give you a step-by-step plan on how you can start building positive credit histories with these cards, what I consider the best credit cards for bad credit. Make sure to jot down the offers you like and then apply for them later. Now, for some people, unsecured credit lines seem like a very good idea. However, it ends up being a much more expensive way to build your credit versus all the things I'm going to be telling you today. However, at the end of this video, I do have an option, a completely free option on how to build credit, possibly when you have bad credit, with unsecured lines of credit. So make sure you stay till the end to learn how to do that. But these are the credit cards that I consider the best for when you have poor credit. You might have a basic idea of where your credit score is, and one way to really understand where you are exactly at the moment is to see what happens when you apply for different credit cards. Now, the first step I recommend is to go to the pre-qualification pages on Capital One and Discover. You're going to want to try to pre-qualify for one of their secured credit cards. Now, when you do a pre-qualification application, it is basically looking at your credit score, your credit history, without the credit card company doing a hard credit inquiry. This will only be a soft credit inquiry. Once you go through with the application, that's when you'll see a hard credit inquiry. So you want to apply for both Capital One and Discover. Discover will have the Discover It Secured card, and that is a credit card with a $200 minimum deposit. That card is really popular because after 7 months, that card will go to unsecured and your security deposit will be refunded to you. And also with the Discover It Secured card, you're going to be earning rewards from day one. Now, Capital One is very good as well. You will not earn rewards with a Capital One credit card. But what's really good with Capital One is with their pre-qualification application, you not only could possibly get their secured card, you might have credit just good enough to get their Platinum card, which is for fair credit, which means there is no annual fee and no security deposit required. It won't earn you rewards in the beginning, but later you can do a product change to Quicksilver and then you can earn 1.5% cash back without an annual fee. But if you have bad credit, it might not be as bad as you think, and some people have actually been surprised that when they expected to get approved for the Capital One secured card, they actually got approved for the Capital One Platinum card for fair credit. So you never know. But even if you get pre-qualified for the secured card, that's still very good news, because with this card your security deposit can be anywhere from $49, $99, or $200, and get a $200 credit line. So that's why I'm telling you right in the beginning of this video, try to go for those first. But if you're not able to, we definitely have other low fee options. The first one being Merrick Bank Double Your Line secured card. And the reason I am recommending this one is I did do a review on it last week, and the responses from the comment sections with the people that already had Merrick was that they were basically satisfied and happy with Merrick Bank. It was fair to them. Now, there is a minimum $200 security deposit you need to make, but once you hold this card for 7 months and make your payments on time, they will double your credit line for $400. that is really great because with other secured credit cards, oftentimes the only way to increase your credit line is to send them more money. You do not need to do this with Merrick Bank. And what even makes it better is after they double your line, they will periodically, automatically, you don't have to do anything, they will look at your credit history, and if they decide to, looking at the progress that you have made, you might get another credit line increase. It's pretty common. So you are raising your credit lines to help with your credit utilization without putting any further deposits to do this. So that's why I pick this as one of the best credit cards for bad credit. You can either get Merrick through an invitation offer in the mail, or you can apply for it online. I have more information about it in the link below. For what I've seen and what I've heard back from viewers, this Merrick Bank Double Your Line secured card is a real fair option for people that have serious credit problems. Merrick Bank secured credit card does have an annual fee of $36 for the first year, and after that, $3 a month. Another credit card you can try if you have a really bad credit score and you can't get approved anywhere else is with the OpenSky secured Visa. There is nearly an 85% approval rate. So if you have really bad credit, this could be a great option for you. They only require a $200 security deposit, which is pretty low. And they will do that without a hard credit inquiry. And the annual fee on this card is $35 a year. If my video is helping you today, make sure you hit that like button, share it with a friend if it could help them, and subscribe if you'd like to see my future upcoming videos. So that's why these two cards, Merrick Bank and OpenSky, I really recommend them, because when your credit score is really low, other credit card companies could charge you really, really high fees. They could charge you a $75 annual fee. They could charge you a monthly maintenance fee, all sorts of fees that are making your path to rebuilding credit very expensive. But if you consider either Merrick Bank or OpenSky, these are definitely going to be a lot lower in fees, and it will accomplish the same thing. So like I said before, I'm all about trying to save you as much money as I possibly can, especially when you are building your credit. And that is why I usually don't recommend unsecured cards, because even though they are labeled as unsecured, they tend to throw on a lot of fees to make your life miserable and make you pay more money than you need to, and you never see that money again. Whereas when you have a secured credit card, after you're done with it, you do get your security deposit refunded, or with some of these cards, they will graduate to an unsecured status, then they will send you your security deposit back. Many of these secured cards don't even have annual fees, and if they do, the ones I've recommended, if they do have annual fees, they are quite low. So that's why I'm recommending the cards I am today. So all these credit cards I talked about, you might have some of them. Make sure you leave a comment on how you feel about these cards, whether you like them or not. But like I said in the beginning of this video, I do have an option for unsecured credit with no annual fees or any fees of any kind, and that is by using the shopping cart trick. The shopping cart trick is a way of getting store credit cards from Comenity Bank. And if you follow these steps, you will not only have the potential in getting approved for these credit card offers, but there will be no hard credit inquiry if you do the shopping cart trick correctly. So it doesn't hurt to try. I have done some videos about it in the past. I'll put some links in the description below. But this is a way to get credit lines even if you still have bad credit, because over the years when I've looked through my comments, there were people that really thought they had bad credit and they did the shopping cart trick and they actually got approved for 1 or 2 store cards. And I'm going to tell you right now, the easiest one to do it with is with Express. So even if you don't have a laptop computer, you can do the shopping cart trick using your smartphone. If you want to have a further idea of what credit cards you could possibly qualify for, visit CreditFast.com. On the home page, there is a tool that can do just that. You will not get a hard credit inquiry just to take a look. So that was my list of the best credit cards for bad credit. If you want to see more videos to help you with bad credit, check out these over here. If I have helped you, I would love it if you could hit that like button. I do make videos weekly, so if you'd like to see my upcoming videos, make sure you hit subscribe and the bell notification. Thank you so much, and I'll see you next time.